Vision Restricted Ironman. Using RuneLight's green screen plugin, I've rendered myself legally blind. Everything's fair game and the possibilities are limitless, but there's one major catch. I can't see for shit. Welcome to the second episode of the Vision Restricted Ironman. We've got ourselves a pinball random event here, so we're gonna kick it off with the first ever blind pinball speedrun. I've been hoping for a little bit to get one of these because, to be honest, I'm not even sure if it's possible to complete without seeing. If you're not familiar with this, the premise is that you have to tag 10 of these flashing pillars in a row, but obviously I cannot see what they are. I don't just want to get a good time, I want to get like a really good time. I guess I'll just feel my way around a little bit and try to figure out where these pillars even are. Okay, well there's one pillar.
And it's gone!
Alright, well this is like semi-cheating potentially, but I think the only way I'm gonna be able to complete this is if I have the pillar sort of overlapping in front of me. One pillar down. It's working. Where'd the pillars go? Where'd they all go? That one was really quick. I'm a bit of a professional though, so it's not surprising. Really worried at the end here that I'm gonna like misclick and reset my whole streak. Alright, that's 10 pillars down, now we just gotta get the frick out of here. I think somewhere south should be the exit. Alrighty, that's actually a really good time. I think most small children would have difficulty beating that on their first attempt. And for all that trouble, let's see what is the reward we got. 5 rubies. But was it worth it? So last episode we had just finished preparing ourselves for Wintertod, notably keeping our HP as low as possible, since due to the vision restriction we're not going to be able to avoid the area attacks or be able to see when the fire explodes, so it's a bit of extra damage compared to normal that we're not going to be able to avoid consistently. All these red names make me feel like I'm being stung by 1,000 bees every second I look at the screen, so I gotta turn that off real quick. Much better. Alright, so we're already coming up on the first game complete here. Fairly simple stuff, pretty similar to normal. One thing I am interested to see is if I'm going to be able to kind of come up with a strategy to avoid the damage when the fire explodes. Maybe just kind of like looking at dots on the minimap and trying to run away when everyone runs, but not too sure it'll work. I also realize I brought in way too much food, which I fully expected, but I've never done this with such low HP before, and it is extremely chill, barely get any damage. So I haven't been able to find a way to avoid the damage from the exploding brazier like I had hoped, but it doesn't really matter, the damage is so low that it seems fine. Oh god, not this again. I'm having flashbacks. It's really not nice that my internet is kind of terrible. We survived, but I've dipped out of there for now, opening up the first couple supply crates, and it's all kind of bad stuff. 60 fire making, checking in. Some of the internet issues have continued. There was one time where I DC'd and got fully logged out, but fortunately survived. My HP is so low that I can pretty much outlast the damage, fortunately. Gonna open a decent stack of crates here. Mostly I've been getting about 750 points per game, so let's see what we get here. Ooh, yes, some money. Ooh, yes, more. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. You love to see it. Ooh, and we got the warm gloves. That's pretty quick. 60 fire making means I can now raise my HP up to 12 without taking any additional damage, so I did that while I'm out here. Also got up to 19 magic. I have a ton of time to AFK, so gonna get up a bunch of those sorts of things in the background, starting with woodcutting. There's 60 woodcutting. I think we started at 45, so kind of glossed over a bunch of stuff there. At level 50 we can now get magic logs from Wintertodd, so that's going to be quite nice since you need those for a couple quests. Random beginner and easy clue opening here. We got some Guthix robe legs, which is pretty cool, good for the bank value, although can't even equip it yet. Trying to train up my thieving a little bit now. I hate fruit stalls like nothing else, so I'm doing it on guards. I've got my other account here splashing to keep the guard in place, which makes this very simple, except the fail rate is pretty annoyingly high. Here's the first level coming in, and here's the last level for now, up to 45, working up towards Arty Knights, also up towards Rogue's Den, which has an agility requirement on top of it, and will be pretty interesting to see if I'm able to do that with the vision restriction. I can only imagine it's going to be a huge pain getting up to the 50 agility requirement on this account, and then doing the Rogue's Den itself is probably going to be quite frustrating. It is officially Gertrude's cat time. Let's get it. So the cat wants its kittens, huh? The kittens are in one of these meowing crates, but which one? Man, how did I end up here? This is literally a game of Marco Polo, but in the stupidest way imaginable. Hey, there we go. Gertrude's cat completed. One thing I've been wondering is whether my cat will actually get blocked out by the green screen, and unfortunately it looks like it does. It would have been really cool to have just like me and the cat running around in the dark. I guess this also means that if we ever get a pet on the account, we will never actually see it. Disappointing, but perhaps thematically fitting at least. Back on my nonsense here, splashing again, gotta keep that HP low, because we're gonna be going back to Wintertodd. Gonna get up to at least 27 magic here so I can enchant the Emerald Ring into a Ring of Dueling. Alright, well, I know people were disappointed about that whole cat thing, but be disappointed no more, because thanks to the miracle of modern technology, I've devised a groundbreaking way to simulate with photographic levels of realism exactly what it would look like if you could see my cat. It's pretty convincing, isn't it? 30 magic and we are out of here. Fishing, cooking. It's finally time to begin the agility training, starting out here at the Gnome Stronghold course. I can only imagine this is not going to be very fun. I've gotten a decent start here, and on the one hand it's not so bad. Most of the time you can find most of the obstacles pretty quickly. On the other hand, it's kind of a thing with this game mode in general. It just kind of feels like really claustrophobic when you can't find the thing you're looking for, and it kind of just gets more and more frustrating as you're trying to click on this tiny thing longer and longer. Man, this guy's been here quite a while, not even doing the course, but literally just running circles, doing the log balance again and again. That's interesting, but respect to him. 20 agility coming up here in 1 second, and it really just wears on you trying to do this in the dark. So I think I've decided I'm gonna do as much barbarian fishing training for agility as possible. Switching it up, going for the light pink background here, the endless void as it were, and coming in with 47 fishing. I got one more cooking level after this as well, so 49, but I just didn't like the way the clip looked. Got another beginner casket here. I built the stash unit. I'm gonna store my stuff as soon as I can find wherever it went. There we go. Alright, and good luck, good luck. Alright, let's never talk about this again. Back with a couple Wintertodd crates. I was disconnecting again, so I had to leave. It's all decent, I guess. I'll definitely take the money, and the emeralds aren't bad. A handful more crates here. We get the Bruma Torch, which is cool. A 22 kill count, I think, and already got 2 unique, so that seems decent. 10 more crates on deck here. We're at 67 fire making. Let's see if we can get anything good going this time. Ooh, nice. Pyromancer top. Some decent money coming in here. And, ooh, nice. A second Bruma torch. We're kind of swimming in the uniques right now. Also got a couple of magic logs in there, which is nice. We're gonna want those for desert treasure later on. 10 more crates. That's gonna be all for the moment. I'm gonna be doing a bit more AFK stuff after this. Got a little bit of money here, it looks like, but other than that, nothing to write home about really. Up here at Barbarian Assault again, doing some woodcutting and fletching up the logs. We just hit 55 fletching, which is the level for broad bolts, which is going to be quite nice later on. Ending it off at 58 fletching. We've got like 4,000 of these willow longbows, which is fairly decent, and actually worth a decent chunk of money if we sell those off to a shop like Rogue's Den or in West Ardon, where they'll buy it for the high alch value. Beginner clue gives bad reward. Now that is quite a headline. Random thieving level. Random natural history quiz. Random mediocre Wintertod crates. Ooh, Pyromancer hood. 58 kills here, and we're already just 2 pieces away from the full set. 30 construction coming in. I'm gonna leave these construction levels out from here on, but we're slowly getting that up in the background. Picking up the Pyromancer legs at 79 kill count here. My pants officially are on fire, and only need 1 more piece. We're just missing the boots, so I feel like this is coming in pretty quickly. I'm only showing the more interesting crates at this point, since a lot of it's kind of the same old stuff, but the cash stack is growing to a decent size, so that's what you love to see. Torch simulator over here, like, get out of here with that. That's the 3rd one. Dude in chat saying Wintertod should have a dark mode. If only he knew that I'm like 30 steps ahead of him on that. Oh my god, 80 fire making. That's like the hardest skill. How do you find the time to even do that? Alrighty, it's about to be AFK time again. I want to get ready for barb fishing, and to catch the lowest fish, the leaping trout, you need 48 fishing, but also 15 strength and agility, so I'm out here grabbing that strength requirement really quickly. I can get up to 16 HP now without taking any extra damage at Wintertod. Only getting up to 14 for now, but I'll get up to the full 16 eventually. Here's Cook's Assistant done, and starting RFD. Here we are starting out with the barb fishing. This is probably going to be my main agility training method, just because it's so much less painful than running laps around the courses with the green screen plugin turned on. So I get 10% of the fishing XP. I get that amount in agility and strength. So it's slow, but significant. I'm approaching 58 fishing here, which is the level you need for the next fish, the salmon, and it's worked out almost perfectly because you also need 30 agility and strength to catch those, and I'm almost exactly there. Quickly grabbing 16 HP, which, as I mentioned, is the highest level I can get without taking any additional damage at Wintertod. Very nice to have that extra little safety net. And now I'm just going to do a quick little bit of cleanup and finish a couple quests. Restless Ghost is done. Forgot to bring my Ghost Speak amulet, but apparently you don't even need it to finish. And Rune Mystery is completed as well. Back out here at Wintertod, and we've grabbed the Pyromancer boots, the final piece of the set, at 81 fire making, 122 kill count. So seems pretty quick. I'm happy to have completed it that fast. I hate when this happens, it's always happening. Back at the barb fishing, 65 fishing, which is the Caramboln level, though we're a long way off. Catching those we'll need fairy rings and other things first. Also 39 strength and agility, so we're making some sweet progress there. I have an easy clue step in Edgeville, and I want to show this. So Soul Wars just was released maybe a week or two ago, and they've got a mini game teleport there, and then they've got the portal here, so you can go to Furex Enclave or Edgeville. This is pretty helpful for an early game Ironman because there's no real easy way to get to Edgeville until you get a glory, so I don't know, that seems pretty convenient. Ooh, nice, another easy casket. The label says to shake thoroughly before opening, so give that a spin. Alrighty, that's a double unique, apparently. Are those both new pages? Yep. I'm getting some pretty crazy luck. I've gotten at least one unique from every easy clue so far. Romeo and Juliet, just 'cause, and 5 quest points. Alright, it's finally time to get the Artie Easy Diary out of the way. The Artie Cloak 1 is always great to have for the teleport to the monastery. I just need to pick up some snape grass here for Plague City, and kind of a little bit worried about it. Not really, but like my last hardcore Ironman died here because I disconnected while trying to grab it, so I don't know. Let's just send it. Yeah, obviously fine as long as I don't disconnect here, but it's just stupid stuff happened last time.
How the hell was I supposed to steer this ship? It was an expensive mistake. You can't say you're sorry and it's over. I was given a body that was falling apart. My house was falling apart. And I was given a mind that can't control itself. I'm in right now. And I was given a ship that can't steer itself. What about a vacation to feel good?
It was an expensive mistake, okay. I just need to do Plague City and Biohazard real quick before I can finish the diary. I'm trying out the Quest Helper plugin for the first time, really. My main concern with this is that it would have like flashing arrows or indicators on the kind of black part of the screen itself. It doesn't seem like that is actually how it works, so I might try it out and see if it feels like I'm cheating or not. So it seems like the indicator it's giving on the mini-map might be a bit excessive for me. Like right here it's showing exactly which yellow dot I need to talk to, whereas without it I would have no way of telling, so I'm kind of leaning towards I probably shouldn't use this plugin. I might just finish this quest out with it, but I think I should probably turn it off going forward. I noticed there's a ladder to a basement here in the Ardougne Castle, which I had no idea existed. I've never been down there. I bet you haven't either, so let's find out what is down there. Can't even go in. That's pretty amazing. Maybe it's like a Song of the Elves thing. I haven't even bothered to do that quest yet. Biohazard complete. I also have this full-grown cat, which I've been holding on to for like a week plus at this point, so just gonna go turn that in real quick for some death runes. Oh god, I have messed up. You only get 100, but if I had just handed in the easy diary first, I would have got 200. Easy diary, all done, and we got this lamp here. Gotta put it in something above 30, so I guess I'll go with construction. Starting to look like a real live low-level Ironman over here. I just handed in the first part of Recipe for Disaster, and watching this cutscene, it seems that Awaji's character is, I guess, handled differently than all the others. I can actually see him completely, which is really bizarre. First instance I've seen of anything like that. Just like a weird quirk, I guess, that you never would notice playing through the quest normally. He truly will be my only companion in this world of endless darkness. Completing the Lost Tribe, which unlocks the Bone Crossbow, also gives a Ring of Life, which isn't really going to be of a ton of use to me just yet. I would need to get hit to exactly 1 HP in order for it to save me. I got nothing else better to wear for a ring though, so I'll keep that on just in case. 82 firemaking and a duplicate pyromancer top. What could it possibly be if not barb fishing? 41 agility here. another level, another level, another level. Cat break. Little feller than it, little feller than it, little feller than it. 68 fishing, we can enter the fishing guild. 69. 70 fishing, we can catch the sturgeons now, except actually I can't because I need 45 agility and strength. I'm only one strength level off and I have the agility requirement, so it's almost like they planned it this way on purpose. There's the 45 strength we need coming in, and the first sturgeon. Looking at my XP from today here, you can see the agility and strength XP, while low, it really does add up, and really just a few more hours at this point, and I'll be at the 50 I need for Rogue's Den. One overgrown cat for 200 death runes. I'm just about to wrap up the video here. We've made a ton of progress this episode, almost 400 total level, and yeah, a lot of fishing levels, a little bit of fire making, getting the stats up close to what we need for Rogue's Den. I just got a couple of clue caskets here, and we're gonna open those up and see if we get anything good. That's awesome. That's the best item. Oh my goodness. This is literally unique simulator. Shoulder parrot is literally the best item. That's a great way to end it. In the next episode, I'll attempt the Rogue's Den in hopes of completing the full Rogue set. This is sure to be the biggest challenge on the account yet, but I want to give it at least a fair try. And I'll also attempt to get as much Wintertod progress out of the way as I can. No guarantee that I'll completely finish it off, but at the moment it is blocking off a lot of content since I need to keep my HP low until I'm ready to move on. Believe it or not, I'm actually having quite a lot of fun playing this account, as stupid as it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Enough to hold you to the brightest of lights, to place you dangerously close to that sun. Enough to acknowledge the flaws you can't ignore.